Freeze right there. Close every tab. Erase everything you believed about Todd Tucker, Kandi Burruss, and Porsha Williams. Because inside a jam-packed Los Angeles courtroom, reality didn't just shift, it detonated. 9 years of polished PR, picture-perfect adoption stories, and that flawless family man image were shattered by a single sentence so explosive it stunned the room into silence and set the internet on fire. Porsha Williams, poised, unshaken, holding receipts thicker than a phone directory, fixed her gaze on Todd and delivered the words no one imagined they'd hear. Those children were never adopted. They are mine. I am their biological mother. In an instant, Todd's confidence evaporated. Kandi's reality splintered. Online, chaos erupted. Is this the ultimate betrayal? A carefully calculated revenge years in the making? Or the most shocking illusion reality television has ever sold to the world? Get ready, because we're diving deep into what may be the most disturbing courtroom detonation Bravo has ever seen. And believe this, you are nowhere near prepared for what happens next. Press play, because everything you thought was truth is about to be questioned. And if you believed Real Housewives reunions were dramatic, brace yourself. Because what just unfolded inside that Los Angeles Superior courtroom makes every Bravo showdown look like child's play. We're talking about Porsha Williams, yes, the very same Porsha known for flipping tables, igniting headlines with her activism, and serving style and shade for more than a decade, striding into court with absolute authority and unleashing a revelation so devastating it left Todd Tucker looking like he'd just seen the impossible, like a ghost draped in Kandi Burruss's wedding gown. But before we go further, the full picture matters, because what you're about to witness isn't just drama, it's the real-time collapse of a carefully constructed empire of secrets. 4 years, Todd Tucker, the man who married into one of reality television's most influential power couples, cultivated the image of the devoted patriarch. The devoted husband. The provider. The man who adopted children, built ventures, produced projects, supported Kandi's business empire, and carried that quiet, knowing smile like he held a truth no one else could see. For nearly a decade, the story appeared flawless. Todd and Kandi, inseparable, loyal, aspirational, raising their children, blending families, presenting a portrait of success that audiences embraced without question. Social media celebrated them. Reunion specials honored them. Online blogs crowned them relationship goals. Yet beneath that polished surface, subtle fractures existed. Whispers, suspicious glances, tension that never fully disappeared. And think back to when Porsha and Kandi were locked in fierce conflict during the golden era of RA. Explosive confrontations, drinks flying, accusations cutting through the air. Accusations erupting like confetti in a storm. Porsha Williams openly branded Kandi Burruss as fake, controlling, and two-faced. Kandi fired right back, painting Porsha as dramatic, attention-hungry, and unstable. That rivalry never truly disappeared, it simply retreated into the shadows, quietly simmering, waiting for the moment it could resurface with maximum impact. And now, it feels like fate itself placed the perfect weapon in Porsha's hands. Fast forward to the present. The marriage between Todd Tucker and Kandi has been unraveling in slow, public motion for months. Divorce filings surfaced. Custody disputes intensified. Financial battles erupted over businesses, royalties, and shared assets. Todd accused Kandi of emotional neglect toward the children. Kandi countered with claims of financial secrecy and psychological manipulation. Online spectators were already watching like it was primetime drama. Then came the custody hearing, and suddenly Porsha Williams, once Kandi's fiercest rival and rumored to share a complicated past with Todd, stepped forward to intervene. Not as a bystander. Not as a witness. She asserted a direct legal right to be heard. Why? Because according to court filings that surfaced overnight, documents now spreading across gossip platforms like wildfire, Porsha claims that the 2 children the world was told were adopted by Todd and Kandi were never adopted at all. Not adopted in any sense. She claims they are biologically hers, and that Todd Tucker has known the truth for 9 long years. 9 years. Think about that. Nearly a decade of birthday celebrations, school portraits, holiday memories, and interviews where Todd spoke passionately about the gift of adoption. Kandi Burruss smiling beside him, proudly calling them their miracles. 9 years of a flawlessly curated image across social media, presenting the world with a picture-perfect blended family, while, according to these allegations, a buried truth was quietly decaying beneath it all. So how could something this massive remain hidden for so long? That's the question dominating every conversation. And according to sources now speaking to gossip outlets, the answer lies in a calculated mix of influence, wealth, and silence. Confidential agreements. Private medical arrangements. Questionable paperwork. A tightly controlled circle of individuals allegedly compensated to keep quiet. One unnamed insider reportedly connected to the production side of IA claimed on a podcast, "People sensed something wasn't right years ago. The timeline never matched. Porsha Williams vanished for months when the children were born, then returned noticeably changed. But no one spoke up, the money was too significant and the risks too high." And stripped of sarcasm or spectacle, if these claims hold any truth, this isn't just scandal, it's betrayal on an entirely different level. If Porsha Williams is telling the truth, then Todd Tucker didn't just mislead the public, he deceived Kandi, he deceived the children, and he constructed an entire public persona on a carefully maintained illusion. And Kandi Burruss, known for being sharp, strategic, and impossible to fool, either never saw it coming, or saw everything and chose silence to preserve the image. Either possibility lands like a shock that doesn't fade easily. Now imagine the courtroom on the day everything detonated. Cameras were prohibited, but phones found their way out and reporters were more alert than ever. Todd entered first, suit perfectly tailored, tie immaculate, carrying the confidence of someone expecting victory. Kandi sat several rows behind him, composed, arms folded, designer sunglasses shielding whatever storm brewed behind her expression. The judge moved through routine motions. Attorneys debated technical details. The atmosphere felt ordinary, controlled, predictable. Then the courtroom doors opened. Porsha Williams stepped inside. No entourage. No theatrics. Just the sharp echo of heels against the floor and a steady, unshaken presence. Head high. Expression unreadable. A thick folder held firmly in her hand. A folder gripped in her hand, thick and heavy, impossible to ignore. She offers no smile. No greeting. She moves straight ahead, takes her place, is sworn in as an intervener, and stands in composed silence. The judge asks whether she has anything to present before custody determinations proceed. Porsha Williams doesn't look at the bench. She doesn't glance toward Kandi Burruss. Her eyes lock directly onto Todd Tucker. "Your Honor," she says, her voice calm but unyielding. "Before any ruling is made regarding these children, the court deserves to hear the truth. These children were never adopted. They are my biological children. I carried them. I gave birth to them." And Todd Tucker has known for 9 years. The room doesn't simply go quiet, it freezes. Not ordinary silence, but the kind that drains the air itself. Todd's composure vanishes instantly. The confidence gone. His hands tighten around the edge of the table, knuckles pale with pressure. Kandi's head jerks upward. Her sunglasses lower just enough to reveal eyes wide with shock and something far more volatile beneath it. Across the gallery, reporters begin typing at a frantic pace. Phones are stealthily raised beneath tables. Live blogs ignite. In an instant, the entire narrative flips. This is no longer a custody hearing, this is a full-scale reckoning. Porsha Williams doesn't pause. She opens the folder. Birth certificates bearing her name as mother. Hospital records from a private Atlanta facility, dated 9 years ago. Text messages. Screenshots time-stamped where Todd Tucker allegedly wrote, "We'll handle this. Kandi can never know. The kids stay with us." Old emails outlining the arrangement. Even a notarized affidavit from a former nurse claiming she was paid to forge adoption papers. The judge raises an eyebrow. Todd's lawyer springs up, shouting objections, hearsay, irrelevance, chain of custody issues. The judge silences him with a single look. "We will hear it," she says. Kandi Burruss remains silent, her gaze fixed on Todd as though seeing him for the very first time, and maybe she is. Meanwhile, social media erupts. #PorshMom skyrockets before she even sits back down. #ToddLight follows immediately. Memes flood the feeds. Todd's face photoshopped onto Pinocchio, Kandi's shocked expression as Pico. Twitter Spaces pop up titled, "Is Todd Tucker the biggest fraud in Bravo history?" Reddit threads scramble to line up Porsha Williams' absences with the children's adoption timeline. And the most surreal, almost tragic detail? Todd still attempts to maintain composure. He leans toward his lawyer, murmurs a few words, then rises as if about to deliver a TED talk. "This is absurd," he says, voice cracking just enough to betray the calm he's desperately trying to project. Voice trembling just enough to give him away. "These documents are fake. I legally adopted the children. Porsha Williams is doing this for revenge, for attention. She's always hated Kandi Burruss and me." Porsha doesn't flinch. Not a blink. She reaches back into the folder and produces one final piece of evidence, a USB drive. "Your Honor," she says, composed, "I have audio. Would you like to hear it?" The courtroom collectively holds its breath. Todd's lawyer nearly leaps from his seat. "Objection. This is an ambush." The judge leans in. "Play it." And that, fam, is when the real unraveling begins. The audio plays through the courtroom speakers, crystal clear, no static, like Todd Tucker himself recorded it on a late-night burner phone. His voice dominates the room, casual, confident, even cocky. "Listen, man. It's handled. Porsha on board. She'll stay quiet as long as the payment's clear. Kandi Burruss. Thought they adopted through an agency. Clean paperwork. No questions asked. The kids stay with us. We raise them, right? And the world never finds out. This stays between us." Dead silent. Todd's lawyer jumps up, yelling objections about authentication and chain of custody, but it's already too late. The damage is precise, surgical. The judge raises a hand, silencing the room, and instructs the bailiff to mark the USB as evidence. Porsha Williams sits back down, legs crossed, watching Todd Tucker unravel like a threadbare sweater. Within 4 to 5 minutes, the clip escapes. Someone in the gallery, likely a reporter, slips it onto their phone. By the time court breaks for lunch, it has exploded across the internet. TikTok stitches, Twitter threads, Instagram reels with dramatic zoom-ins on Todd's paling face. Hashtags shift rapidly from #PorshMom to #ToddExposed and #9 years of lies, trending overnight. Millions of views accumulate before the sun sets. Now, let's unpack what's really happening here, because this isn't a single deception. It's layers upon layers. According to the documents Porsha Williams submitted, and blogs are now screenshotting every page, dissecting the timeline that reads like a thriller. 9 years ago, Porsha Williams allegedly became pregnant. Rumors swirl of an affair or secret arrangement with Todd Tucker during one of the rough patches in his marriage to Kandi. Remember that season where Kandi Burruss accused Todd of flirting with everyone? Fans are now rewatching with a sharper eye. Porsha gives birth privately. No public announcements. She steps away from filming, citing personal reasons. Behind the scenes, Todd Tucker allegedly orchestrates the adoption. Back channels, falsified agency documents, paid witnesses, perhaps even a crooked lawyer or two. The children enter the Tucker home as adopted miracles. Kandi Burruss shares baby photos. Todd brags in interviews about choosing fatherhood. The family brand explodes. Meanwhile, Porsha allegedly stays silent, receiving monthly payments, bound by legal agreements, threatened with career ruin if she speaks. One leaked text from Todd Tucker surfaces, reportedly authentic: "You talk, you lose everything. Keep the NDA or regret it forever." Masterclass in manipulation. The man who built a public image of loyalty, family values, and the good guy persona was allegedly living a secret double life, all while cashing checks from Kandi's empire. And the spending? Lavish doesn't even begin to cover it. Anonymous sources, too afraid to attach their names to this storm, are leaking details to podcasts and gossip blogs. Todd Tucker allegedly funneled money through shell companies to cover the secret arrangements. Private school tuition paid from consulting fees. Luxury vacations disguised as business trips. One insider claims more than $2 million shifted quietly over the years, enough to buy silence, forge documents, and maybe even bribe a few curious producers. The public reaction? Explosive. Twitter ignites. One viral reality TV account reminds everyone of Todd's infamous words, "Adoption changed my life." Turns out, he changed everyone's life with deception. Porsha Williams just delivered the coldest revenge arc Bravo has ever witnessed, 47K likes within hours. Meanwhile, Kandi Burruss built an empire while Todd Tucker stacked his house of cards. She deserves better. #Justice for Kandi trends instantly. But not everyone is Team Porsha. Some fans see this as a calculated play. Allegedly, Porsha Williams waited until the divorce to strike, timing that raises eyebrows. Is it custody leverage? Clout? Strategic revenge? Reddit threads explode as Bravo fan communities dissect every angle, every timing detail, every hidden motive. Fan communities on Reddit, from Real Housewives threads to general Bravo discussion boards, are going wild. Threads titled *** Todd Tucker mega thread, is he done?, have thousands of comments analyzing every past interview, every public appearance. One user posted side-by-side timelines showing Porsha Williams' mysterious disappearances lining up exactly with the children's birth dates. Another dug up a blurry paparazzi photo of Porsha appearing visibly pregnant at an event 9 years ago. Fans are dissecting everything like CSI agents. Celebrities are jumping in too, because why not pile on? Monique, yes, the same comedian, drops an Instagram story when the receipts speak louder than the lies. Todd Tucker thought he was untouchable. Karma, however, doesn't play subtle. Savage? Absolutely. Even non-Bravo celebrities are weighing in. One comedian tweets, "Todd Tucker out here playing 4D chess with fake adoptions while the rest of us can't even keep a houseplant alive." Iconic fail. Kandi Burruss herself remains radio silent on social media. No posts, no stories, just a single cryptic repost from a friend, a quote graphic reading, "The truth always comes out when you least expect it." Fans are reading it like scripture. Meanwhile, Todd Tucker's accounts go dark for the first time in years. No damage control video. No "this is all lies" statement. Just silence. And in internet logic, silence equals guilt. The hearing continues the next day. Shocker. Porsha Williams' team drops more bombshell evidence. Bank statements showing consistent transfers from Todd's business accounts to an LLC tied to Porsha, labeled as consulting. Small amounts here and there, $15,000, $20,000, each month like clockwork. One transfer even lands the week after a major Kandi Burruss holiday special aid, where the family posed in perfect smiles. The judge immediately orders forensic accountants to examine everything. Todd's lawyer argues privilege, privacy, and irrelevance to custody, but the judge isn't having it. If fraud exists in the adoption process, it goes directly to parental fitness. The case moves forward, and the children are reportedly kept in a side room with guardians during the explosive revelations. One outlet claims a court officer overheard a child ask, "Is Aunt Porsha really our mom?" Heartbreaking if true. Rage-inducing if you team Todd Tucker. Public reaction splits hard. Half the internet rallies for Porsha Williams, Queen of Receipts, Slayer of Liars. The other half condemns it as weaponizing children for drama. Disgusting. No one remains neutral. Comment sections erupt into chaos. One thing is clear, Todd's untouchable era is over. The man who once laughed off rumors now looks one leaked audio away from a total collapse. And just when you think it can't get worse, Porsha's lawyer rises again. "Your Honor, we have financial exhibits showing Mr. Tucker may have misappropriated from joint marital funds to sustain this deception. We're talking offshore wires, luxury purchases, and hush payments to keep witnesses quiet." Todd Tucker's head drops into his hands. The courtroom murmurs explode into audible gasps, because now this isn't just about the kids. It's about money, power, and the potential collapse of an entire empire. The tension didn't just rise after that financial bombshell, it electrified the room. Todd's lawyer is sweating through his shirt, stammering objections that sound more like desperate pleas. The judge, stone-faced, calls a recess, but not before laying down the law. The matter is referred to forensic auditors and Child Protective Services for immediate review. Any sign of fraud, misrepresentation, or endangerment, and this court will act. Endangerment. The word hangs like smoke. Todd's head snaps up, eyes wide, for the first time not smug, not defensive, but genuinely scared. Outside the courthouse, chaos reigns. Reporters swarm like piranhas, cameras flashing like a lightning storm. Todd Tucker emerges first, flanked by security, head down. No comments. No smirk. Just a man realizing the throne he'd been sitting on was made of glass. Kandi Burruss follows a few minutes later, sunglasses back on, chin high, but her walk slower than usual. No entourage. No victory wave. Just quiet dignity that speaks louder than any rant. Porsha Williams walks out last, now flanked by her team, lawyers, a publicist, even a couple of security guards who could bench press her SUV. She pauses just long enough as a mic is thrust before her. The truth has a way of finding its light, she says, voice calm but razor sharp. She said, voice calm but edged with steel. For the children's sake, I hope everyone involved does the right thing now. And just like that, she was gone. MIC dropped without theatrics, the courtroom fallout hit like a tidal wave. First came the legal avalanche. Within hours, analysts across cable news and gossip networks were dissecting every angle. If the adoption papers are proven forged, Todd Tucker could face felony charges, fraud, perjury, family court actions, possibly even identity fraud or conspiracy. A former prosecutor on a hot take panel said, "This isn't just messy divorce drama. If he knowingly falsified state documents to claim parental rights, that's criminal. Add financial misappropriation of marital assets. We're talking years, not months." Child Protective Services reportedly launched an emergency inquiry that same afternoon. Rumors circulated that the children were temporarily placed with a neutral guardian pending evaluation. Social workers, psychologists, the full protocol. Fans erupted online, some screaming, "Protect those babies." Others crying, "This is trauma, stop turning kids into content." Financially, Kandi Burruss' empire, restaurants, music catalog, production company, even her side ventures, suddenly came under intense scrutiny. Auditors were already issuing subpoenas. Leaks suggested joint accounts showed unexplained withdrawals totaling hundreds of thousands over the years. One alleged wire transfer even went to a Cayman Islands account labeled Family Services, dated just after the second child's adoption. Coincidence? The internet didn't buy it. Public backlash divided instantly. Team Kandi Burruss exploded with support. GoFundMe fan pages popped up overnight. Justice for Kandi Burruss and the kids. Merch featuring slogans like "Truth over Lies" went viral. Clips of Candi's most unshakable reunion moments resurfaced, captions reading, "She always knew." One fan account tweeted, "Kandi Burruss built everything while Todd Tucker built secrets. She's unbreakable. #Kanda strong." Meanwhile, Team Porsha Williams went militant. She waited 9 years to protect those children from a liar. That's motherly love, not revenge. Clips from Porsha's activism days resurfaced. Her marches, her speeches, captions reminding everyone she fights for justice both on and off screen. Then came the neutrals and cynics. All three sides were accused of clout chasing. Kids are pawns. Bravo wins again. Reunion speculation ran wild. Could this be next season's storyline? Producers were likely licking their chops. Celebrity reactions intensified. Wendy Williams, "Yes, she's back," tweeted, "Todd Tucker thought he was running things. Chilly, please." Porsha Williams just reminded everyone who really holds the power. Clocked. Kenya Moore posted a cryptic IG story, a single crown emoji with the caption "Queens protect their own." Even Tamar Braxton chimed in with a laughing emoji, "And you'll stay messy." Todd Tucker's silence stretched for days. No IG live apology tour. No "this is all lies" statement. Just crickets. Slowly, his business partners began distancing themselves. Quietly. Sponsors pulling back. Collaborations put on hold. One music producer who had worked with him allegedly told a podcast, "I'm not touching anything tied to that name right now. Too hot." Hypothetical resignations were already happening in spirit. Todd Tucker reportedly stepped down from at least 2 board positions connected to Kandi Burruss Ventures, according to anonymous leaks. Rumors circulated that he was shopping for heavyweight lawyers, the kind who handle serious white-collar crises. And the biggest fallout? The kids. Whatever unfolds legally and emotionally, they are at the center of a storm they never asked for. Therapists on talk shows warned that identity crises at this age can last a lifetime. They need protection, not headlines. Fans started petitions demanding the children be kept out of the media, but coverage remained relentless. Social media churned non-stop. New hashtags trended daily. #Todd downfall, #Porsha queen, #Candy deserves better, #save the kids from Bravo. Conspiracy threads on Reddit went deep. Was this planned since the old HOA feud? Did Kenny know and stay silent for the brand? Was a third party pulling the strings? Porsha Williams gave one controlled interview to a major outlet the following week. No tears, no gloating, just facts. I did this for my children, not for drama, not for revenge. They deserve to know who they are. She didn't attack Todd Tucker or Kandi Burruss, she didn't need to. The evidence spoke for itself. Finally, Kandi Burruss broke her silence with a single post, a black and white photo holding both children, pre-scandal captions simply reading, "Simply love always wins. We heal together." No shade, no extra details. Classy. Powerful. Fans devoured it. Todd Tucker remains silent, but sources say he's lawyered up with heavy hitters, preparing a counter-defamation suit, though whether it holds up against DNA evidence and audio recordings is another story. Experts are already scoffing. So where does this end? Truthfully, it doesn't. Not yet. Investigations are ongoing. Auditors are digging deep. Child Protective Services reports are pending. The next court hearing is scheduled, and cameras will be rolling harder than ever. This isn't just a scandal. It's a reckoning. Todd Tucker's lies. Kandi Burruss' loyalty stretched to the breaking point. Porsha Williams' long game. And most crucially, the two kids caught in the chaos of fame, fortune, and the largest betrayal Bravo never scripted. The truth is still unfolding. Every leak, every filing, every whispered courtroom moment keeps the fire alive. Now it's your turn, fam. Who do you trust? Is Porsha Williams the hero finally revealing the truth, or a woman settling old scores at the most dramatic moment? Drop your hottest takes in the comments. Team Porsha, Team Kandi, or Team Burn It All Down? Predict the next bombshell. What else could be hiding in those financials? More kids, more money, more names? If this story shook you, hit that like button so the algorithm knows we need more truth bombs. Subscribe and turn on notifications because we're covering every twist as it drops. Court dates, leaks, reactions. Leaks, reactions, all of it. Share this everywhere because everyone needs to be talking about this. The drama isn't over, it's only just begun. And when the next MIC drop hits, we'll be right here. Receipts ready. Peace. Or whatever remains after this explosion. Alright, fam. Now it's your turn to weigh in, because this courtroom blast, these DNA receipts, 9 years of hidden lies, and the total collapse of Todd Tucker's picture-perfect family facade, this isn't just tea. This is a full-on Bravo apocalypse, and we're all living in the aftermath. So, let's hit the real questions everyone's screaming about online. Who do you stand with right now? Porsha Williams, the woman who walked in calm as ice, folder thicker than a phone book, dropping truth bombs that ended a decade-long con? Or do you think she timed this for maximum impact during the divorce, turning the kids into leverage, hero or calculated? What about Kandi Burruss, the silent queen who built empires while her husband allegedly built a house of lies behind her back? Is she the ultimate victim who deserves every ounce of support, or should she have seen the red flags years ago, silent strength or willful blindness? And Todd Tucker, the man who went from smug family man to ghostly pale in under a minute. Does he deserve even a shred of sympathy? Or is this the karma he earned for allegedly forging documents, hiding biological truths, and funneling money to keep the secret alive, redeemable or finished? Here's the wild card. What happens next? More leaked audios, financial audits uncovering hidden accounts, shocking courtroom testimonies? The saga isn't over. The fire keeps burning. Drop your hottest takes. Team Porsha, Team Kandi, or Team Burn It All Down? Speculate, predict, and let the chaos reign. Millions more. Child Services stepping in for temporary custody. Another surprise intervener. Or brace yourself, proof of even more kids tangled in this mess. Go wild. Drop your craziest theory below. I want smoke in these comments. No holding back. Team Porsha seats queen. Team Kandi is strong. Team Burn It All Down chaos. Think Todd Tucker is getting away with it? Type his done. If this video gave you that stomach drop, mind-blown feeling, hit that like button now so the algorithm pushes this truth bomb to everyone who needs to see it. Subscribe and hit the bell because we're locked in. Next court date, New leaks, viral reactions, celebrity pylon, we're covering every twist as it unfolds. You do not want to miss the next MIC drop. Share this with your group chat, your mom, your messy auntie who lives for HOA drama, because this saga is far from over. The truth is still crawling out. And when it fully emerges, it's going to shake everything you thought you knew about power couples, loyalty, and what really happens when the cameras stop rolling. Comment your hottest take. Debate, predict, drag if you must. I'll be reading every single one. Let's go. The floor is yours.